Good morning, everyone. All right, let me just head on over to the chat over here so I can see everything. Bear with me, bear with me. Hello, hello, welcome. Oh la la. Let's update this. All right. So let me just grab this. Listening to Fed Chairman Powell in the background a little bit there. Let me know if you find it too distracting. I will take it off. Otherwise, let's get into the market here. Just a second. I'm going to share it out on YouTube, on Twitter. And I need to do this. You can hear the birds in the background too. My window is open. And thus my allergies are acting up. Gotta love that. All right. There we go. All right. Let's share this out. Copy. Here we go.
What's your view of the current desire or mode of Vice Chair Barr to fully implement the Basel III capital standards?
Ooh, they're talking about Basel III. Metals. Let's talk Powell. We're going to talk about the SPY. We're going to talk about Tesla. We're going to talk about silver. We're going to talk about gold. And we're also going to talk about VXX today. All right, there we go. That is all set up. Hello, hello. All right, let's get into it for today. Let's get the chat going on the other side. Good morning, Terry. You're listening too? Yeah, I've got it on my phone right next to the mic right here. So on the charger, so I can concentrate. I've got more screens, right? That adds an extra screen, a sixth screen right there. All right. If you guys are new to my channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, turn on the notifications, and join me in the mornings for a nice cup of coffee, water, whatever you like, and a nice stock day trading list. All right. So checking it out for today, I like to also look at the 3-day chart sometimes, not just the 24-hour. 24-hour looks super bearish, but on our 3-day chart, it does look like we're just about to come back to that 8 EMA and potential bounce, right? Let's clear it up over here too. So we can see with the 5-minute chart, it does look like we had some heavier selling. As of this morning, the big point of control is hanging out around here, 435.50. We are definitely below that, but it does look like with what Fed Chairman Powell is saying, he's talking about having, slowing down as we come to our final destination of controlling interest and everything. And really big point, he was bringing up Basel requirements. If you guys are new to my channel, you don't know what Basel requirements are, just go Basel requirements Investopedia right there. Hey Randy, how's it going? So Basel Accords, Basel requirements right here. We are on the Basel III status right now. It went into effect in January 1st of 2021 with having physical gold, silver assets to back the deposits, right? Not just paper products. So found that quite interesting. We're going to see if we continue down further. Did say that we are due to have more interest rates cuts coming. So that could play a role as well. So we shall see. Here's our 5-minute chart. Let's look at as well the dollar. So he's talking about this, the dollar. I enjoy the 3-day chart on the commodities. And we came down and we tested the 161 exponential over here, a bit of a bounce on our 5 minutes, right? We can see that we have come down, bounced a bit, retraced. I'm going to stick with the 24-hour chart here. Let's make this 24 hours. So you can see I did put a bit of a GAN fan on, and you can see it's really respected it, came up, bounced, came down, hit this trend line, moved back up, tested the trend line, came up, and are we heading back down again with the dollar sort of equalizing as gold-backed currencies are happening with breaks? Today we did see a retracement overall for our 24-hour. We have tested this level. I'm going to move this down right here because this is a good level. This is the point of control of the biggest volume in the past until the it looks like that's the 26th of April, right? So we are testing a former point of control where they were buying. And then they sold up here a bit, came back. It is still holding true. Silver has come down on the 3-day chart, right? I like it side by side so you can see, hey, it looks like, well, first of all, it looks overextended on the 24-hour chart. Big drop down. On our 3-day chart, you can see we are testing that 161 and 200 exponential today. A nice bounce off of that. They're talking about Basel requirements with the Fed economic policy meeting going on right now with Powell. My opinion, high likelihood that we are going to see gold-backed currencies around the world instead of the hot air Fed fiat dollar debt instrument, right? It's going to be physically backed. So I personally think, my opinion here, that we're going to see more of a true value happen with silver and with gold. Potentially dollar continuing back down. Oh my goodness, prayers for everybody there in Tulsa, Randy. That is awful. And please, everybody watching, please pray for my friend Michelle who has pneumonia in the hospital. Please pray that she gets better. Every day she's getting a little bit better. Power of prayer. All right, let's look at the day trading list for today. So I do create this live every morning, 8:15 in the morning. If you'd like to join me, come on over, join as a member, and you'll see me building a list. You can ask me questions. I also teach every week in the darkpools.com. So let's look at Unity software. Nice short below 39.60, still moving to the downside. Nice almost $2 move here, breaking down below that 39.60. Oops, I meant to make it a 5-minute chart. There you go. So I prefer to wait until after the first 15 minutes, whether it's an option or a stock. And look at that. It came up, bounced, and then tested that level, and boom, came right on down. Right now, that point of control is hanging out at 38.94. Maybe it's going to pull right on down to 37.23 as a low of the day. All right, let's check out AI. I was considering getting into longer term, but we have pulled back a bit. It has had a big run up, and now it is retracing a bit here. Maybe we're going to come back and test this trend line at 36.06, and then a bigger move up, but another nice short. Today the market did feel quite bearish, and what is interesting, check this out. Usually we have VIX and VXX moving up as we see the indexes moving down. Inverse relationship. Anomaly is happening today. Everything is down. So potentially people are taking money out, right? Or they are just feeling more secure, potentially with where the economy is going, and they are taking the indexes down to just rise and take them up higher. We're going to have to see. A lot of what I hear Fed Chairman Powell talking about is, hey, let's just sort of hold off right now. Let's see what happens with the economy, and then let's make our moves from there. So it's almost a reassurance that the market is doing, or the economy is doing what they expect it to do. Intel today, another nice short down below 34.60, down to 33.69, almost a full dollar there as well. AMD, meltdown for AMD, closing that gap down over here on that M formation, broke the ice for those Wyckoff traders. 117 down to 11.92. Look at that. Oh my goodness, $6 to the downside, right? If you were an options trader or a stock trader, you made some nice money if you were trading this short today. Apple, right? Apple here, I had 184.12 as the level to watch. This is also pulling back. Apple pulling back is also going to pull back the Qs and the SPY. So if we come down here, we test. This is interestingly enough showing that this trend line right here, which is this one right here, look, we'll change the color, right? That is where we could reverse, test on that and reverse. Otherwise, maybe even down here. So we shall see. Maybe we're going to come all the way down to 182.33 and then move up from there. That might be a nice little entry point for Apple. Lee, car maker. This one is a mover. Short squeeze to the upside and then came all the way back down, testing that 34.70 level. Small range this morning and then it popped early in the day. Coinbase, Mara, Riot, they all tend to trade symbiotically to Bitcoin. So as we see this pull back, likely Bitcoin is also pulling back. There was supposedly an anomaly on the Binance chart for Bitcoin today where it went up to 182,000. So we shall see if that really happens. But right now, Coinbase, it's trading a little messy over here today. Look at that. Up, down, up, down. But overall, it's hanging around this 28 exponential and using the 200 exponential as a support. So it's sort of getting sandwiched here. Which way will it go? Who is going to win, the buyer or the sellers? Right now, our point of control is hanging out at 58.03, right there where we are testing, right? You can see right here, 58.03. All right, let's look at NIO. So a lot of the electric car makers, NIO, XPEV, Tesla today, all trading on the active trading list. NIO, which used to be up in the 20s, now sub $10 stock, pulling back as well, potentially symbiotic, trading to Tesla. Nice short right there off of 940 for a sub $10 stock. And then we have Tesla, downgraded today, yet it is still pulling back, still holding fairly well. I have been in this since 175. You might have your point of entry coming up. Oh, that's not the wrong chart I wanted to do that on. I want to make this one the 3-day. So to check out the 3-day, maybe it's going to come all the way back down to 246, Terry. I might get taken out, but that's quite a gravestone on the 3-day. Even on a 24-hour chart, let's check it out on the daily. Yeah, daily, we have a bearish engulfing right here, unless we have a buying wick come in right now. Let's put on a 24-hour chart over here, see where our big volume is. Right, from this run up here, big volume is hanging at 256.80-ish. So that might be your point of entry, Terry, if you were looking at that. Hey, Asif, I'm good. ¿Cómo está? So checking this out to see, we do have that bearish engulfing at the moment. The market has sort of recorrected a little bit, right? We were tearing on the upside for quite a long time. In fact, let's go look at the indexes. So we do have the Dow over here, gap down, retraced, filling that gap, but not really a full bull move. On the Russell today, we have had a bearish move to the downside below an 84.50. It looks like they were really selling off of this 161. So I could even potentially move this down lower to 185.40 instead of 185.50. Might get stuck right there, right at 45. So maybe just put it up to 145. I would use that 161 in my opinion as the breakout. You can see that it's really following this 28 exponential. I did change this from a 33 to a 28 and I love it. Oh my goodness, I love it. All right, Qs up next. We did talk about Apple pulling down the Qs, pulling down the SPY. So as long as Apple is in that downward motion, we're likely going to see the downward motion as well for the Qs and other Q stocks as well. So I have the indexes, the ETFs the stock setup here, we can see Nvidia is really pulling it down. Tesla is doing a number, down 4.8% after the massive gain. Completely wiped out the amazing day yesterday. That's all right. Maybe it's going to have a bit of a bounce here. People are saying exactly what Terry wants. Let me get in on this pullback, right? Maybe they're going to use 260 as that level. Maybe not. Let's see. Apple's down at 182.70. Maybe it's going to hold 182.50, bounce off there. Microsoft is retracing. A lot of them are having corrections from the really big tech weeks that we have seen. And when we look at it on a 24-hour chart over here, you can see it's super extended. This could even come all the way back down to 350, and we're still in a sort of a monthly upward trend. So it's not abnormal to see this sort of pullback. Let's look at it for a 3-day chart. And look, we haven't even come back to that 4 exponential moving average on a 3-day. This is where I like to look at it and go, okay, not going to panic, right? Tesla, not going to panic until maybe it goes down below 246.80. Then maybe it's time to go, hold on a second. But this has had a crazy upward move. It is abnormal to see that sort of move in the market. All right, let's look at SPY and SPY holdings as well. So SPY today coming back. Yep, we haven't even hit that 4 exponential. We are below the anchored VWAP from the breakout from this channel. Maybe I'm going to pull it back one more right there. See, and we're about to test it. 433.91 from this really big volume time frame with really big dark pool activity. Dark pools are where the really big guys hide their trades in the dark pool FADF exchange. So maybe they're just taking it lower. They know what's coming potentially. Maybe that's what they're going to do with gold and silver as well. Pulling everything back today to go, hold on a second, right? Maybe this is going to be our time to jump in for that next big move up. Maybe we're going to have a nice leg up to 450 from here after this entry point down here. That's what I'm looking at. Also for Tesla, I do like Tesla up to 298 by the 29th of June, right over here. 298, 29th of June is my projected target. All right. And we can see Berkshire Hathaway actually had really big volume as well on Friday, right here. See? Super crazy volume, opening volume, and we are about to test that. If we go above that, going to be more bullish on all of the banks, right? All right, so GNRC sold out generator in Oklahoma. Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry, Randy. I know there's so many people that are affected by tornadoes right now in the U.S. It's like when we got hit with the ice storm, then we got the smoke from the fires. You know, I was thinking last year we were so lucky we didn't have a lot of major disasters. And then all of a sudden, right after the other, one after the other, like 2 months apart actually, we got hit with some pretty bad natural disasters. Do you have anything else you guys want to check out? I'm going to have a little sneeze. That's right, allergy season. All the lilacs and everything are in bloom, and the trees, our cars are yellow. Anything else you all would like to check out? Stock-wise, JP Morgan, coming and testing over here. Let's look at the XLF stocks really quickly, because we did have crazy volume. See, crazy volume on quad witching day. Bank of America is a bit weaker. Citibank, yeah. Quad witching day, we are below that, right? All of these that we are below, whew, look at that. Crazy selling, right? Probably be better. Let's put this over here. Let's do this as a 15-minute, and let's do this as a 24-hour so we can see where the big money is. Oh yeah, look, they sold up here. Let's go back up here. Berkshire, yep, they sold. Then they bought, then they sold, and now we're up above everything. JP Morgan, and it's just showing us where the point of control is on this, what is showing on the chart at the moment. So let's bring it back to, yeah, potentially last earnings. Over here, bought at 138. How about Bank of America? Bank of America right now, it looks like we are still up above 28.56. Citigroup 46.36. Morgan Stanley. Morgan Stanley looks like we are below until it gets above 88. Goldman Sachs 38. 338.38. Wells Fargo 41.24. BlackRock. It does look like there was some buying back here. Let's look at Truist Financial. Testing. USB. Oh, we got some bigger volume. We're up above it. Maybe we're going to clear it and come on up to 35.30. MMC. So these are just the top ones right now. Anything else you all would like to check out? Let's check out a little bit of crypto. See who is the biggest gainer for the day. Bitcoin up to 29,772 over here. Testing. So we have broken up above. Let's see. From this low point here, we are up above 28,000. Up to 29,786. Let's see. Not sure, right? But that is the biggest gainer for the crypto space at the moment. Anything else you guys would like to check out? Put it in the chat. Otherwise, I would love to see you in the morning. Amazing, ASIF. Congratulations. So, ASIF rocked AHI today, made 93%. So, nice job. Don't mess it up, ASIF. All right, for Mara today, are you looking on daily? Mara is moving up, and on the 15-minute chart over here, we are seeing, you can see it's just been following that 28. If I was in it longer term, if it went below 12.24, I would get out personally, because I like to use that 28 exponential moving average as my stop. It's constantly following the price, and then if I wait for that candle, if it goes below, I'll check it out. Ethereum, yep. So Ethereum right here, Ethereum is moving to the upside. Let's readjust this over here. Looks like might find resistance up there at 1903. We are below the point of control. More selling happening that happened up at 1903. So right now, we shall see. Right? All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Heading out to the gym. Got to get bikini body ready. Have an amazing trading day. And I'd love to see you in the morning. If you like my videos, please like, subscribe. Put anything in the comments below that you would like to see. If you want to buy some silver, there's a link down there.